G'day everyone and welcome to Planet Coaster 2, where today we'll be looking at the brand new Parades pack that just released, and we'll be going over everything. So we'll be looking at the pricing, looking at what's in the pack and whether it's worth you buying or not. And as you can currently see, I'm on the main page, and the biggest thing I think people are going to see is the price. It is in Australian, $27.95. I do think, without looking at it at all, I haven't even been inside of it yet, so I don't know whether that will turn people off or whether people will think that it's worth it. So hopefully this video can help you decide that. But I did think it would sort of go along with the $18.95, but we'll talk about why I think that might be at that price and whether you should wait or whether you should buy it. So the brand new Parades pack is available now, so obviously let's jump straight in and see what we're getting. You also got a free update alongside of it, if I can find what they included with that. Which brings, alongside the Parades pack, we're also releasing another free update available to all Planet Coaster players. Update 10 includes a number of new features. So Vista points for you to put down and to try and sync your shows up to, which is what I enjoyed most seeing with the guests standing in front of them and watching my shows actually. So I think that will be a pretty cool thing. And then the track paths for other flat rides that you might have. As you can see here, your list of ones that it is now included in. So you'll probably get more in the future, but for now that's the four. Well, the three and the fourth is including in the Parades pack. So yeah, let's launch the game and jump straight in. So there you go, first launch in the game. So you are pretty much seeing that this is my first look at anything. Update 10 is here, and it's got guests saying ooh and ah and Della Cha at Vista points and new event points. Set your points focused to watch your guests' amazement and even plan elaborate event sequences in the event points trigger sequencer. That'll be interesting to look at. Keep the celebration going with new souvenir flags and wands, and let the confetti fly with the new confetti cannon. Just don't forget to put up the bunting too. Check the Planet Coaster website for full update notes. We'll have a look at that later on. The Parades pack is now available, and all of this other stuff. Looks like they're just going to list and stuff in, but let's just jump in and have a look around. As you can see here, I won't blur that out because if you're watching this long, then you'll get a little teaser of that's my next show. Very, very close to being done. I'm very excited to show that one off. So let's just open an empty park here, and we'll call it the DLC review, and we'll have a look. So I'll pretty much just be hopefully laying out everything that comes in the pack and then just seeing what's there, seeing what's not there. Not sure how much I'll go into with the details of it. Obviously you just want a quick should I buy it or should I not buy it, but I kind of wanted to go over things more in detail. So here's our events pack. You can see this is pretty much what the DLC is focused around, which is the parade. So you can set down the existing one. Okay, so good. We have an information thing. I think that's very well needed for people that might not know how things work. Parades are coordinated processions of floats designed to wow your guests. Okay, yeah. So you will need entertainment. So it is an entertainment need and some cash to run. If you're into that sort of the park management side of everything, that's there for you. So as you can see, they obviously have the one that we've seen a lot of in the hype video and the gameplay video. I'll just pause this so it doesn't sound too loud. And it's insane. It looks amazing. So it's going to be very cool to dissect this and see how detailed you can go, what you can and can't do. As I said, like for me, I'm not really someone that probably would put this in a park. Like this looks very basic, so it's going to be interesting to see like the creations people build, like going around a whole park and such. But we'll come back to this later. I really wanted just to see whether that $27 price tag is worth it with the what we get inside of it. So we'll go content packs and we'll go parades packs. So you get 516 items. That is a lot. So to me, that sounds amazing, but we'll see what's inside of it. So let's just have a look at a couple of these pieces. Looks like these are more designed for your floats itself, which is very interesting, because this is what you really want with a lot of these packs, is them not having things like this to set up. Like, we want things broken down into as little as pieces. Like, that's cool, but allowing us to do a lot of creations is very, very awesome. So your crab's eyes and such, crab's legs, drill, very interesting pieces. These look like most of them are adjustable with the sizes. That's pretty cool. I think the game, its flaw could be having too many pieces, I feel, in this, because I always think of like the new player, when the new player comes into this, like what their reaction to this is. Is this overwhelming to them when they see what, how many, hang on, let's just, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Let's see how many pieces come up. So if someone logs into the game and they now have 6,453 items to create with, that could be very overwhelming for someone that might buy the game in 2-3 years time. So I'm more think of like navigation. So they really need to work on making sure that this is organized very well, because if it's not, it's already hard to find stuff that you think where it's at, and it's, well, we had that problem when we came from Planet Coaster. So very cool scaffold pieces, floating tanks, very nice. It's more the variety that I'm enjoying of just different things. Looks like we got our first barbershop quartet here. That's pretty cool. I think with the amount of size in this, I think our best bet will be to do it a different way. So let's check out the nature. So no new nature bits for you. Pool extras, no new pool bits. Like, this is all expected. We did think of this. Our props. Okay, so let's start with props. New fencing. We have a new fence. Let me just delete this and then we'll start again. What do you think? I'm glad you agree. Or you're probably screaming at the thing going, no, just review it as you want. So new fence is pretty cool. We were due for a new fence, getting that done. So it's going to be interesting to see more generic fences. Oh no, scaffolding pieces. Very interesting. No facilities, no vehicles, no, what's these, targets? Yeah. Animatronics. So we have 6 new animatronics, which is our barbershop quartet that they did tell us about. So that's interesting. And these are the performer platform stand-in. So this must be the thing I seen Teji playing around with. He was just doing it as not attached to a parade. That's interesting. I'll have to performer walkway. See, they should have had a pop-up explaining some of these things, because it's going to be very confusing. Like, not attached to a parade. So it's like, if you just seen these pieces here, do you know what to do? And like, shouldn't these be in here? It's interesting. Anyways, we'll come back. New lighting. Let's have a look. Looks like you're getting a lot of Main Street lighting. And then our, obviously, normal fence pieces. A couple new poles for your post. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Shapes, didn't expect much there. Interactive, not much there. Coasters, nothing. Speakers, nothing. Statues and centerpieces. Okay. So looks like you're getting some more, like if you were doing like a fountain or something. That's pretty cool. Signage, let's have a look. Okay, some new awnings for you to play around with. A new shop front, that's pretty cool. Sorry if I am trying to skip through these really quickly. I'm sure there'll be other channels that have the proper detailed ones, but I'm just seeing whether did we waste money or not, and then just giving you an honest yes or no. Another sign here. Interesting. That'll look good on your arcades. Marquee looks like a couple of new... Oh, where's that? Oh, up here. New signage. Very, very Disney inspired, I feel. So that's going to be pretty cool. More awnings for your signage. Awesome. See, if I was building a park, this would probably really excite you, but I don't think I'll ever do that again. And then look at the misc. So there was nothing in all the other ones, but it looks like you're getting some new banners, which are customizable, which is cool. We love customizable stuff. Different range of banners showing different stuff. Is this a... Can you use this as a fence, can you? Might be able to use this as a barrier. For guess. Oh, maybe not that one because of the pictures that way. Oh, bugger. That sucks. I thought I'd be able to double it as a fence. But no, the banners are cool. Banners are very interesting. I'm always looking for stuff like this. I would like it without this stuff though, because like for me, say if I'm doing a big stage show, I like to like hide stuff, the backstage stuff. So I wonder if I could fully black this out. Let's see. Because currently I just use the tarp system. So if I can go fully black here, see, I would use that. I just need these parts gone. You know, that would be pretty cool. And people would probably make shade sails and such out of that. Okay. That's a missed opportunity. Awesome. New scaffolding. I do love that. That is going to definitely be used for a couple of shows. Heavily iron detailed stuff is pretty cool. It's going to be awesome to see what people make with that. Clock is cool too. Does it tell the real time? Probably not. Let's see. We'll press play. Yes, it does. It does move. So that's it for the props. So we have the new fireworks, which I'll be going over in another video because I want to be able to do more detailed stuff in that. So do wait for that and check that out, hopefully. Let's have a look at our building pieces. A lot of new brickwork, a couple of new roofs. As I said, this is very, very Main Street inspired. So if that's what you want to recreate is a new Disney park, I'm pretty sure you're going to be in for all money with this. But for me, it's more the little pieces that I'm after. A lot of people are on column watch, so I think they're going to have a lot of fun with this. No more having to make them yourself. New doors, yes. I suppose I should have did this the other way that I was doing it instead of doing it the difficult way. Arches, nice. Awesome. Let's have a look in here. So we had our stair, we've seen them. New doors, let's have a look here. I think that's what I wanted most, was just more normal looking doors. I mean, these are still very Main Street inspired. Like, I think what you need is just a basic pack. I think that's what will probably sell. Pretty good. More Main Street pieces here. Looks like a lot of new stuff for your signage. I use a lot of these little stuff here, so that's pretty cool. Windows. Yeah, you're probably going to get pretty good with that. So let's see how small we can go. Okay, so you can go pretty small with the windows, which is what a lot of people want for that forced perspectives. Can I see through that window? I can. So this is a shop front window. Interesting. That is very cool that they would do that, because that will mean people can create stuff inside. I wish he's done that for all the windows though. Oh damn, it is only just that one, isn't it? Bugger. That sucks. Well, that's another future update they can do of just adding all the windows again, but having the different pieces in it. So your wall pieces, you obviously have your brick walls, whatever this wall's called. What is it? Wood panel wall. Okay, yeah. And then the stone slab. I'll probably use a stone slab a lot in a lot of my builds, but they're pretty much all the same that you would expect. Your roof pieces, let's see, we're getting some new top of the roof pieces, which is awesome. So this is why I think whenever they do a new DLC or add something new, I think they need just a little new thing, and then as soon as you highlight it, it goes away, because as I said, there's over 6,000 pieces, so it's hard for people to find. Like, I can do the filters and show what this new stuff is, but if you get into the free stuff that we're gonna have to go and dig out and try and find later, that's when it'll probably get really hard to try and find. But yeah, a lot of cool pieces in here for the creative people. For me, there's not much. Yeah, definitely not as much as I thought there would be. As far as like little stuff, like we're obviously got all these cool big pieces, but Hey, you wanted a real opinion. This is why I probably don't get any phone calls from Planet Coaster to help out. Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool to see. We can't reshape the roofs, can we? No, we can't. Bugger. Let's have a look at our flat pieces. They're all the same. And then this is for all you column hunters that love this sort of stuff. Very interesting. Okay, so canopy. That's interesting. I suppose I should just go back to normal to show you the normal sizes. It's like a timber-ish short of canopy. I was most excited for this. I won't be able to place it because I haven't got a path. Just more picnic variations. As I said, like I'm very keen for just a normal pack. I think would probably be best for something going forwards. And then we got all these pieces. So now we're in. Now we're in for all the little pieces. This is what I'm excited for. So this is obviously for your railings to help up the people up there. So I'm very keen for it. There's a couple of projects that I'm doing where I need just simple plain fencing. And like all the fencing that's in there is just so complicated for no reason. It's like sometimes you just want a basic platform. So this is our set pieces, they're calling them. So we've already seen the start of them. Looks like we're getting a chariot, a shield, a wheel, some trims to look nice on the side. That'll probably be a Christmas thing when people start doing stuff like that. This is cool. I like this. Is this lights? Oh, it is too. That is probably worth the money right there. Is you're essentially getting new lights. Hopefully they go more detailed than this. I can't select it though. So let's quickly go to night. Okay, so how weird can we make this? Let's go bright green. Oh, it's got a nice glow to it. That could look good in a show. Interesting. That's very cool. Can I make this huge? Yes, I can. Okay. I suppose no, let's not get excited. I want to see if it connects to a sequencer. But we'll get back to that. We've got to go over all the other stuff. So it looks like you're getting some cool lighting pieces in it that some people will do some nice shows with. Cool helmet. Cool rose. Light rose. Sorry, they were wings. I should go around this side and look. Float base. Cool. See, in this game, you're not really looking at pieces for what they're meant for. You're looking for pieces of what you'll use it for. So like stuff like this, I'm like, sweet, that's a table. Sweet, that's a table. Sweet, that's a huge canopy that I'm going to be able to use. Or a little thing. The glass bubble. That's very interesting and weird. Oh yes, that's used up here. That's cool. Okay. Circle light strip. So I'll place these down. And then we'll play around with them when we get into it later. So the horns. Very cool. It's very different. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Being able to use the mascots by themselves. I like that. Oh yes. Light bars, I am in. Oh, floating light bulbs, I am in. So this is more where I'm more focused, is the lighting stuff, which is very cool. Okay, we'll place one there. What's this? Just a light panel. Okay, already got one of them down. Okay, so we have the other one of them. It's pretty cool. Oh, you got splash cutouts, more lighting splashes. That's another light thing. That's another light thing. So that's the coaster piece. Oh, I don't think these are lit up. Let's find out. Oh, they are. Awesome. See? Ticking a lot of boxes. Coaster pieces are cool. Tube corner. I think, will all of these be light activated? I wonder. Let's go back and click a random thing. Let's see. It is. Okay, so all of these pieces have lighting in them. Is that what that symbol means? I think that's what this symbol means. This symbol means light. Which is weird that it wouldn't have been in here. That it's in its own thing. Sorry, my dog's barking. That's a very strange choice. Surfboard. Sorry, I'm not being a very good commentator. I'm just trying to scroll through it. This is our biggest part of the pack. 122 items. Microwave. Flush wave. Cool. Fire pit. Cool collar thing. Looks like we're going into the... moving along each float as we go. Horns are cool. Teeth are cool. People will use that for a lot of things. Where's the, is this the top of the skull? Oh, yeah. So they've just got that and then some horns, don't they? Yeah. Okay. Looks like a, Deathclaw. A couple of Fallout people might create some cool stuff. Okay, and then you've got your bases. Well, that's cool, because that opens up a lot more for different things. That's cool. That's like a stage piece. I'll use that, definitely. I do like the skirt. See, this skirting should have been in here with all of the other like wall decorations and been able to have like a customizable skirt around it. But let's click out of this and we'll see that we can attach them to the sequencer, which is what we want to be able to do. And it looks like, yes, every one of them connects to the sequencer. Awesome. So that means that we can customize these the same as we do our lighting. That kind of makes my 5-minute lighting guide with 5-minute lighting guide with the free lights very redundant now. So yeah, I definitely need to do that one next of an update. Other things that we got was the confetti cannon, which is a returning thing. Which didn't shoot out how I thought it would. I thought it would poof, you know. Let's see, I'll start it off slow. Oh, I thought it would be more like a poof. Suppose they didn't want that going off as the street would go down. Cool, and I can change the colour of the confetti. I can't resize it though. Bugger. So yeah, we'll go over the fireworks in another video, more because I want to be able to really like go into detail on all of that new stuff. Like it looks like there's some cool new effects in there, and a lot better pictures. That's definitely a bonus. You have your new coasters. As I said, they should have just had a new thing, because that's annoying now. Not your creations. We want content packs. We want parades pack. Okay, so we have the roller coaster they showed us in the trailer, the sledgehammer, and the gravity well that had our big dip that sticks down there. Man, do I have to do this every time? Bugger. Parades pack. Great custom. So we'll have our 2 rides here, which obviously was the Nun ride, and then the Little Dipper. Let's see, track rides. Make sure we should have some in this as well. Parades pack. Oh, I thought we had trams. Are they not in here? They are in here. Interesting. Am I doing something wrong? Parades pack. Frontier team, you have a glitch here. No, you don't, because you need to press create custom. I'm just dumb. And then you have your, oh man. You have your tram. very basic, very cool. Will be very interesting to see how what they should have did for this, which would have been pretty cool, is had a bare bones version of just the base and the chairs, and let people just build around it. That would have been awesome to see what they create. Nothing really new in there. Oh, this guy got Ticket Booth of the Year. It's pretty cool. But let's have a look at our parades. Do these run without performers? Can we just go? Oh no, the performers get loaded in. So this is your new entertainer here, which can be found in here. Here. Mayor Pipwhistle, beloved figurehead of local government. That must go down well at a theme park. And he has confetti out of his cannon, doesn't he? It's like a megaphone. It's pretty cool. So all of our entertainers loaded in, and then it just goes. I have no power though. So I really liked how you could customize, like, whether an entertainer is walking here or another mascot, or like, it was really customizable. That when we went over the gameplay, it was like they really knuckled down on, like, so you can see here that this must be the walking one. So see, when we had the walkway here, so this must mean that the entertainer can walk from here to here. See what I mean about just little description things instead of us having to work it out ourselves. They probably had that in the thing, I just didn't see it. I'm sure you'll comment and be like, you idiot, you missed it. Very cool, very awesome, very overwhelming, I feel. So you can just place that. Create custom takes us to the arcade stuff. Here's our Vista point. Here's our event point. So that's what you set your triggers up. Okay, so they've linked all of that stuff together. So where are we going to just... There's no flames, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not hiding anything. So there's probably stuff out. I thought this would be in the track rides, you know, and you would make it yourself in the track ride section. Base float. Am I missing something? Oh, so it's okay. So the picture's confusing me because the picture's got stuff on it. Oh no, there is stuff in it. Is that how you're creating your normal one? And then you're just customizing it. Okay. Okay, I get you now. And then to add, how are we adding? Add train. Okay, awesome. Add train, add performers. And then you do it like a normal coaster track. Okay, that'll take some playing around. So I don't want to waste too much of your time with decision makings and such. So with everything we've seen, what was the final count that we had? Let's just, hang on, sorry, before we go. Hold on a second, come on back. Let's see what custom stuff they have in here. What have they pre-built? Some nice archways. A couple of buildings for Main Street. Which they said in the live stream that a lot of the stuff that you've seen in that video was going to be blueprint. So that's pretty cool to see. Seeing that out the front. That was the main walkway. Awesome. It looks like they build like we do, where you build a lot of mini stuff and then just put them all together. Very cool. Very, very cool. Reads back. Nothing in that. I'm pretty sure there was nothing pool related. No. Okay. So, with everything you've seen, I'm very interested to see whether this is something that you'll be buying and you'll be purchasing. The parades thing is something that I'll probably have to dig around a bit more and learn how to use properly, and then I'll probably start to explore that. Very excited over the lighting pieces. That's something that I'll probably use a lot in a couple of shows. We'll probably have to rebuild my show that I'm making just to make sure that I'm got it going very well. for me, I've obviously already brought it. Obviously, being a YouTuber, you have to keep buying stuff to make sure that you can create more and more stuff to make more videos. So I'm very interested to see someone that isn't making videos and is buying this game just for fun and just to play around with, whether that price tag is a bit much. But I'm just questioning DLCs for future updates. Let me just pull up my calendar, right? So if I'm looking at the calendar coming up, we all know the elephant in the room is Grand Theft Auto when that comes. But that's not until November. So this is our big DLC here. When did the... what was the last one? The Toy Makers pack was the last one. Planet Coaster 2 Toy Box Pack. Release date. Did that come out on the 4th of December? Has it been that long? Oh, wow. Okay. No, that can't be right, surely. No way. I swear we got something in between. Did we get the Sorcery Pack? When did the Sorcery Pack come out? Well, I got this around the wrong way. I think the Sorcery Pack's older. Oh, my phone's taking me to the World Cup results for some reason. Sorcery Pack release date. 16th of September. So we haven't gotten a big DLC update since June. Since December. Ooh, that's very interesting. And that's a $27.95 is a big price point. So like my thought is, does Frontier have a plan for Grand Theft Auto? Obviously you have Planet Zoo 2 coming out, so they're going to be heavily focused around that. When would the next DLC be for something for this? If it's December, then you're looking at December again. But then, like, I'm not saying this to like diss Frontier or nothing. I'm saying this more for like, I'm very curious to see how companies are preparing, because you like, that's all you hear about is Grand Theft Auto. Oh, it's gonna cause a work shortage because there's gonna be so many people that are off during it and whatever else. So, like, do gaming companies, are they trying to prepare for it? And like you got to think of like shareholders and such. Like they're gonna look at it and go, we're not making money or whatever else. Or have they all just anticipated and just written off November, December, January, February, March, however long it takes people to finish the single player of Grand Theft Auto? Because I think I seen today that they're releasing multiplayer like a year later or something. I'd have to confirm that, but that sounds crazy. Surely that has to be fake for them to release multiplayer a year later in Grand Theft Auto. So, yeah, well, it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. But hopefully you understand what I mean by that. Like, what's their plan for this? Like, do they have a plan, you know? Surely they would. You'd have to think of, like, we're expecting to lose players and such and whatever else. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Like, I can see it's going to be a controversial thing of the price, because you have people that might be trying it out from Xbox Game Pass. So they've essentially received the game for free. So they might look at the DLC and go, $27, that's awesome. I've just gotten the game for free. Or they might also be looking at it as, it's $18.95 for the Sorcery Pack. It's $18.95 for the Toy Box. I really thought this pack would be $18.95, but it is an extra, nearly $10, over $10 worth of it being over. So let's just go back in and have a look at the store page. See, because you could pay $162 and get it all. Or you can be someone who waits, like a Planet Coaster person. I've seen a couple of people who have just waited for Planet Coaster and then gone and brought everything. How much is everything in this? Buy Planet Coaster, complete the collection. That's just for me completing my bundle. So you pay $64 for the game. I've seen it as like really low for the whole thing. See, but that's what's interesting is they went the same price for every DLC, 15.50. Whether that's changed or not, I'd have to check. But yeah, that's very interesting. Let's see what some people are saying. 6 user reviews so far. Highly recommend. It's good, but $15 is way too expensive. That's the euro. Just like I say, it's like I'm talking Australia prices here. This is I don't know what your prices are that you're looking at. Obviously, a negative one saying the price is bad here for what you get, which is understandable. Like it is a lot of it's heavily focused on Parade, so it is a lot of money for something that was very heavily requested for people. And I think the Main Street part is going to be interesting to see what people use it for, but I suppose it's only Dreamworld here that uses the Main Street pieces, and they can do different stuff with them. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. I think it's worth it for the lighting pieces. That's my personal opinion. I would 100% buy it if you're into it for the lighting pieces. As I said, that alone would sell it to me if I was looking at buying. Is if I can go here. Is there a filter just to show the lighting stuff? Property, I'm pretty sure. Offsets, no. No. Brand, no. Nature, no. All set, no. Nature, no. All set, no. I thought it had like, here we go, illuminated. Maybe just look around first. So like all of these pieces can be lit up, can be... It's obviously not like specific stuff. Like, I think it's more like this. So let's go over what I would use. I would use this, probably this, definitely these if I can play around a bit more. Maybe them. The wall pieces I probably would use limited. This I would use, but I don't get why they did rounded corners. That's probably going to suck a bit. That, maybe not. The tail pieces, not really. I'm just thinking more of like a concert, right? That's all I'm looking at when I'm seeing this stuff. Is what I would use for like a show. It would probably be these. Maybe a couple of these. Don't know much else that I would use it on. These, yes, but you could have done like simple stuff as well, you know, because that could have like really flushed out your pack. That'll be interesting, but I'll play around with a little. I don't understand how that lights up there. Nighttime, please. Ooh, creepy. Okay, yeah. Cool. As I said, like stuff like that. Does that not light up? Is this just in the wrong section? Have they... See, it said illuminated, but this is in that pack. That lights up. So it is anything with that star on it. Let's just make sure that this thing isn't glitching out. See, that's cool. That's cool. Let people use that. That's cool. I like these. These are awesome. These are like you would see backstage. Just a simple one. Weird glow around it though, hey. Huh? Is this glitching out? Can I not change the color of this? Green? Interesting. Let's go to daytime, make sure it's not green. Oh, it's not green. Am I doing something wrong here? Let's try a new one. Let's try yellow. Maximum yellow. Okay, that's not changing colors. Nope. Doesn't change colour. Well, I'll have to quickly write to them about that one. That doesn't change colour either. What is going on? I think it's because they don't have a light slot. Is this? Or is it just illuminating in that colour? So I have the slot colour. See how it's not changing? See how it changed back then? So I change it to green, it changes to green, I click off it, click back on it, and now it's back to brown. There you go, you're getting a live look at me finding weird stuff. Do these do it? Why are they not changing? Am I doing something wrong here? Is this me? That's very interesting. Let's see if we can do it from here. See, that's weird. I can do it from there. I can do it from there, but I can't change them here. Let's just double check. So I'll do it from here so that that sign is blue. I can change it to green there. So they do change colour. I just can't change it from here without it confirming. That's very weird. Not only. Did I still have the sequencer here? Is this connected to the sequencer maybe? Let's find out together. So I'll do a new sequencer. Sorry if this is not what you wanted your video to be, whether me try to show off the new set is me finding glitches with it and it not working properly. So let's just see if I can get it to work. I need to know whether it's me or not. Change color. We want it to change to green. No, it doesn't. Okay, we'll swap color. I want you to swap to green. Nothing. Okay, let's just see if it activates. Which is here, play on trigger. Oh, it had a weird like. Well, there you go. Take that with a grain of salt that something's going on there. They might have to patch that. Or it might just be my PC playing up. I will do a bit more troubleshooting and get back to you on that one, whether that is it. But as I said, if them lighting pieces, if I can customize them, that'll be really cool to see and do awesome stuff with that. It is limited because it's not really like the moving beams that we really wanted, or like actual show pieces. This is more like it's a main street, it's a parade. You need to just light the float. Here I am pointing at the screen with my fingers when I should be just talking to you. So you want to be able to light the float, not say if I had buildings here, light the floats from the buildings. This is more like everything on here obviously lights up at night, as you could see when I had the lights off before. So, very interesting. Hopefully you can control the pacing because they're getting very out far in front. Aren't they? Interval probably changed. Anyways, but yeah, let me know in the comments whether you think this is something you're going to buy, whether this is something you're going to get. But yeah, and look out for the next video where I'll go over the fireworks part, because as I said, I want to play around with this a little bit more. If I find out a solution to that, I'll add that in that video. But if not, let me know, as I said in the comments, what you're going to do, whether you might buy it, or you might wait, or this is something that you were going mental for and you really wanted to get your hands on. But yeah, for me, at the moment, I would get it just for the lighting pieces, although take into consideration your own circumstances with that price, because that price, they will have a sale eventually and it will come down. And then you'll just be someone like me that looks at it and goes, wow, you're selling it for $5 now. Awesome. I spent $15 on it. Thanks. But that's just the power of waiting. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Let me know whether this is for you. I've said that like 10 times now. But yeah, like, subscribe, do whatever else, and check out all my other ones, and look forward to the show that I accidentally showed you at the start. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. So just to give you a quick update, just so that they don't think that I was sabotaging it or anything, I did restart the game. I reinstalled the DLC and tried to see if that fixed it, and it looks like that has fixed that issue that I was having of the being unable to change the colors. So I'll have to review the footage and see what I was doing for it to go wrong. I just didn't want you to base your decision off of what you just seen then of finding a live glitch. As I said, like, this is, they do patch things like this if there is an issue, so you don't really have to worry about it. So I'll just make sure that this works as well. And then, yeah, so we do have it changing color again. Okay, good. Okay, so yes, it looks like just rebooting the game did fix that problem for me. As I said, it's probably something that you're not going to deal with, so you don't really have to worry about it. But yeah, who knows with what you might face in your game. But I just wanted to make sure that you could see that it is working, that I did find that just rebooting the game and reinstalling the DLC again for some reason fixed it. I don't know what's happened, but yeah, it's working. So I did a whole report and was about to submit it, and I thought I better just reinstall the game and just reinstall the DLC, sorry, and make sure that it works, so that I'm not putting out a video and going, it's terrible, don't buy it. But yeah, as I said, that's all I'm saying is that it's I would buy it for the lighting alone. That glitch looks like it's could happen again, but I don't know what caused it. So I'll have to, as I said, go back through the video and see what I did wrong. But yeah, buy it for what you need it for. If you want it for the parades pack, go for it. If you want it for them coasters, I know a lot of people wanted the single track coasters. That's definitely an awesome thing that a lot of people wanted to build with. But that price tag is literally up to your own circumstances of what you want to do and what you want to spend money on. As I said, you can wait. They probably will have a sale on, and then it will go down as always happens. But just wanted to put this in at the end of the video. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.